Guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And I recently made a video about every Kiss makeup design and even some concept ones, and this is where I got it from, the Metal Talk. So we're gonna be going in more about this. This is on Metal Talk, and the title is on Discover Kissery and Alternative Makeup Designs. This was published on January 19th, 2018 by Chris Dale. So here's some description about the makeup, the original 4 makeup, but we're gonna get into it here. The Bandit. This is Paul Stanley's really first design. So he's only wore this for about a month because, like it reads here, this was partly an idea from Neil Bogart, the boss of Casablanca Records, who has just signed Kiss to his label. Bogart thought that all the makeup characters should have a symmetrical faces, and Paul star child, therefore it didn't work. Paul tried out a symmetrical design called the Bandit, the red lips and silver eye mask edged in the back. This may have been based on the Wicked Lester idea Paul got from a gunslinger. So the original makeup that was used for the first version of the Bandit was okay, but I feel this final version is a good version of it. If I could find the first version, I'll put it up on the screen for you. I know it's in the video that I put. Next, we're gonna go on the Phenomic Cat. This is Peter's really first design, as you can see here, as it's just a different style that he's used, only in the 74, but I don't think he ever played with this makeup on, the style of makeup on. And there's some stuff about here. But just for one day in 1974, for some reason best known to himself, Peter abandoned his usual routine and entirely and became what looks like some kind of whiskered clown. Unfortunately, that day was 31st June 1974, the day of the historic photo shoot by Joel Brodsky for the debut Kiss album. And this, the Phenomic, I don't know how to say that, cat, has been in earnest in Kiss history ever since. So it looks like this is the only time Peter has done this style of the Catman, and never has done that again, as we know. And next this is a pretty not that many people talked about this one, and this is Eric Carr's The Hawk makeup, which it was the fox was designed by Paul, but Eric wanted to do the hawk. So that's the first version of the hawk. This was, like it says here, his initial design. He never wore it in a concert or photo shoot, but it was a glimpse of Kiss My Ass video released, displayed on the US Kiss Expo Tour in 1995, and was later suggested by Gene for other band members too. So the costume for it, which is down here, was displayed at the expo, like I said, and the only reason why they didn't decide to go for Hawk is because he looked like he was the Big Bird from the Sesame Street. So they decided to abandon that. That was the prototype costume. And it says here it was sold at an auction in 2002 for some lucky Kiss fan or whoever else won this, and has a very rare piece. This is 101 piece in Kiss history, so they're able to have that. And the next design is the Silver Fox. This is the early makeup of the fox. As you can see, that it's very is not the usual one you see, and it's like covers his nose and everywhere, and it has like an outline as well. This was only worn for a couple shows, I believe, and it's used on the Eric Carr figure from the set, McFarlane set in 2002. And this is the actual Fox design you see now. And that's the most popular one. And then we got the Egyptian warrior, or I forget how to say the other name, but there's only really one design for this, and this was also designed by Paul the Fox. And this makeup design that Vinny wore was designed by Paul. And I thought it was a pretty cool lineup they did, where Star Child, the Demon, the Fox, and the Warrior here. It looked pretty cool, but didn't really go out as planned. And now we're gonna get to like actual concept designs as Bruce Kulick as the dog. Fortunately, he never wore makeup. They wanted to get Bruce back after Ace didn't want to do it anymore, but Bruce wanted to do his own makeup, but Paul and Gene wanted to keep it as the original Ford makeup designs, so missed out with this. And Bruce could have been the dog. There's like people's designs on mine that you can see as I featured in the video as well. Next is Bob Kulick as Ming the Miraculous. He played it reads here he played parts on Alive 2 and Kiss Killers, but was never considered to join the band on stage or for makeup. So there's really no concept designs by fans like this on mine. Next we got Anton Fig as the Silver Giraffe. Paul Stanley remarked quite potentially in his autobiography, Face the Music, it would have made sense to have Anton Fig or some other known from, I don't know how to say that word, dressed up as a silver giraffe or whatever, but those never happened. And this is Bobby, well, I'm not going to try to butcher his last name, but he would have been the Invisible Man as a concept. He was auditioned for Kiss in 1990, rumored to be the second choice to Eric Carr. So, as an idea, he could have been the Invisible Man. I don't know, but I didn't get it, so I didn't have to worry about it. That's what quote from Bobby. And I included this in the video, the Taylor, and this was a joke from Paul. Possibly the most hilarious character idea came from Paul Stanley. In the Kiss Alive Forever book, Gene Gord from Aucoin Management recalls about the search for a new drummer to replace Peter Criss. At one point, towards the end of the process, Paul, Gene, and I went across the road to Larry's Australia, a local restaurant where I was to witness one of the funniest conversations I ever had. Gene and Paul were discussing what the new character was going to be. Paul was having fun and Gene was showing absolutely no sense of humor. Paul was saying things like, okay, we'll make him a tailor, and he can sew things on stage. That was a joke by Paul that I decided to put in the video. And it kind of would have been funny, but confusing on how the makeup design would go. Okay, and these last three actually makeup designs were actually designs that were worn once by people. In the first one was Neil Bogart as a crow. This was, I think, only one appearance where he decided to wear makeup, and that's the crow design I'm guessing he came up with. And here's actually an early picture of Paul as the bandman. But here's Neil Bogart's crow design. As we said at the start of the article, Kiss would like to only promote the full classic characters. They're recent to allow others to wear similar styles of makeup. Gene once sued King Diamond for getting too close to his design. There were, however, two exceptions in the 1970s, where they did allow people close to that band to wear their own makeup designs next to Kiss. The first was Neil Bogart, President Casablanca. In 1974, he wore a crow design at Kiss concert in New York. Neil Bogart is Crow with Kiss in 1974. No. Paul was wearing the band design and created his early attempt at the Catman, which is that design from before. And it's a little crooked, but what you gotta do, you can't have everything perfect. And you gotta try and make perfect. And eventually Peter did. And next we got Flo and Eddie as the Silver Elk in the Offset Child. The second time Kiss allowed themselves to be photographed. Sorry, I can't say it. With friends in similar way to themselves. Up in Anaheim, 1976, when local DJs and former members of Frank Zappa's Mothers of Invention were introduced to Kiss on stage. For this event, they wore their own creative makeup designs. It was difficult to guess what characters they had in their minds at the time, but I call them the Silver Elk and Offset Child. So that's not the official names of their makeup, but that's what the author of this article, Chris, came up with the names, and that kind of looks like an elk on Flo's face. And we got the Offset Child right here. This picture isn't the greatest, but it's still a picture. That's from this is a photo by Brad Elterman from Cream magazine. So that was a cool way, and this is somebody did basically all the Kiss makeup designs on Classic Max. But that's really it of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We were just going a little in depth into the Kiss makeup, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.